I'd always read about and heard about the America's Great Loop. Man, that's something that's accessible to me. We're into boating, I'm comfortable in that, and that's something I'd like to do with my kids. And so we, as a family, I established the goal for our family to participate in trying to get through America's Great Loop. It wasn't really, a lot of people would take off work or in their golden years, retirement will do the loop. Most people do it over the course of a year if they do it continuously, but that just wasn't something we could do, and not something I wanted to wait to just do with Laura, but wanted the kids to be able to participate along the way. So 2 years ago we started it. We started from the Panhandle of Florida, Apalachicola Bay, and cruised to Orange Beach, and then last year in the end of 2019 we cruised up to Pickwick, and here we are within our backyard and water that I boated in my entire life. And so man, it's so many memories coming back, getting to spend those with the kids. It's been great. But this year we wanted to cruise down into Florida. That's in the wintertime. That's what most of the people that cruise the Great Loop are cruising Florida, are going south. They're going south for winter, coming through in the fall, down through the Illinois River to the Mississippi to the Ohio, if I've got that right, the Ohio to the Tennessee River, and then down through the Tenn-Tom, which again we did last year. So we are cruising south. We trailered a boat. We trailered a Jeanneau NC895 twin engine 29-foot boat with 2 sleeping berths. We trailered it down to the Panhandle of Florida where we started 2 years ago, and instead of coming west and then north, we went south and to cruise Florida. And so the plan was to knock out Florida, or most of it, here over Christmas and New Year's of 2020 and 2021. And we made a good ways towards it. So we got to see the Florida Keys. The highlight for me probably was, the highlight's seeing my family happy. But I think that the highlight for them was fishing. We went fishing with a guide service and had a blast that day. We went parasailing, and they paddleboarded around these mangroves in the Florida Everglades National Park, waking up in the morning, and then the kids getting out on the paddleboard and playing and having pancakes for breakfast, cooked right there on the boat, and eggs and toast, and just kind of bringing our normal daily habits at home out to somewhere so remote and so isolated and beautiful, and just not experiences. You get to wake up and you got dolphins swimming around, and seeing manatees, and just so much stuff that's you can't do here. You can't do from the couch or in the virtual world. Get out and enjoy nature and reality. And so that would be, I think, the highlight for me, is just seeing my family happy and enjoying it. But also, we want to inspire people to do stuff like this with their family, because I grew up this way, and I think a lot of our customers grew up boating, but there's a lot of people that are overwhelmed by boating in general, and it's quite frankly not as expensive as people think. You want to go snow skiing, or you want to go to Disney World, all of those things cost every bit as much as the trip we just took, and we were gone for 2 weeks. So it's fun, looking back, thinking back in the pictures in my mind of my young boys learning to drive a boat, and learning, to interacting with folks on the dock, and different terminology, and how to manage relationships. You pull up to a fuel dock and you're working with people you've never met before, and navigating, making reservations places, and it's just eating different foods and enjoying slightly different cultures, but all within the U.S. It's hard to imagine something better.